See the screen?
Yes.
Okay, the first exercise will be to identify the verbs as regular or irregular. So it's exercise 1A on page 12. So write the past simple of these verbs in the correct column. So regular and irregular. Okay, do you understand the difference between regular and irregular? So regular verbs
Yes.
are formed with the help of ending ed, and irregular formed with the help of changing of the root. Okay, we can do it you can do it orally. So argued is the first verb. What will be the second?
Argued.
Mm-hmm.
Begin. Began.
Mm-hmm.
Arrive. Arrived.
Mm-hmm. Arrived.
Arrived.
Yeah.
Ask. Asked. Asked.
Mm-hmm. Yes, by.
By. Boat.
Bought. Is it regular or irregular?
It's irregular.
Okay.
Can. Could.
Irregular, yes.
Yes, irregular. Choose. Choose it.
Sorry. It's an irregular verb. And what form? What form is the what form is in the past simple? Choose. Do you guess? Maybe I can write you in the chat. Choose and chose. Chose.
Chose. Okay.
Yes, chose. Chose. The third form is chosen. I have chosen. Mm-hmm. Chose. Chose.
Eat. Ate. It's
Mm-hmm.
a irregular verb.
Irregular.
Feel. Felt.
Okay, that's right.
Invite. Invited. It's regular.
Of course.
Rent. Rented. Say. Said. Stay. Stayed. Study. Studied.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's pass on to exercise 1B on page 12. On page 12. So write the sentences with a negative verb. So so the verbs are in the positive form. Some of them are regular, some of them are irregular, and your task is to change the form of the verb into negative form. Pay attention that when we make the sentences with negative form, all the verbs should be in the present simple, and the negation should all these lexical verbs should be in the present simple, and the negation should be in past indefinite or in past simple. Do you understand?
Didn't and the verb. Yes.
Now, for example, didn't go, didn't see, didn't.
Okay, I understand. Yes.
Mhm.
They bought some postcards. They didn't. They didn't buy any souvenirs.
Very good.
The people were unfriendly. The people didn't.
Sorry, where it's not a lexical verb, it's an auxiliary verb. Where it's the past form of the verb to be. Like the people are friendly, the people were friendly. For example, the people are friendly, and we make a negation with the form of The particle not. The people are not friendly.
The people are not very helpful. Yes.
No, it's in the present simple, and so I gave you the example in the present simple, and you should make the sentence in the past indefinite with the help of the example in the present simple. So you didn't so you don't need to change the past form. So do you see the difference? The people are friendly. The people are not friendly. So we add particle not, the particle not. So you simply need to add the particle not to the verb.
Okay. The people wasn't very helpful.
Not wasn't. People are plural. You don't need to change where. So where should we, so you for example, where is the verb that never changes in the negation? The people
Where
where and the particle not.
weren't
Yes, weren't very helpful. Very good. The people weren't very helpful.
I swam in the sea.
Mhm.
I didn't swim in the swimming pool.
Mhm.
We rented a flat. We didn't rent a car.
Mhm.
He spent a month in Bangkok. He didn't spend a week there.
Okay. So do you understand this task? How to form verbs in the negative form? Do you
Yes,
understand? Okay.
yes.
So it has a following structure: the auxiliary verb didn't plus the verb in the present simple. Okay. Now we will proceed to listening. Not okay. Maybe listening. We can take listening, and then maybe we can do some exercises in your course book. Mhm. So the text will be about an expert talking about Vermeer and the milkmaid. By the way, do you understand the word milkmaid? Do you know? So milkmaid is the name of a profession. Do you understand the word milkmaid? Milk.
Maybe.
Okay. So milkmaid is the woman uh, who deals with cows, and and the primary objective of her activity is to get milk, to get milk from cows. Okay. So look through the number of questions and try to guess what the text will be about. Do you see the questions?
Task for A.
Yes,
For
for
A.
A, for A. Try to guess the topic.
Um, Maybe about farmers.
What? Say it again. Farmers.
Yes.
Yes. So you think the topic will be about farmers? So how many people will be in the text? Maybe one, two, three. How many people?
I don't know.
Okay, you think the topic will be farmers. Okay, now I will read this text, and afterwards you are to say if you are right or not. Okay. So let's listen. Listening. Johannes Vermeer was a 17th century painter from the city of Delft and Holland. He mainly painted people and things he saw around him, the rooms in his house, the people who lived or worked there, usually women, and the things he did every day. For example, in his work you will see women who are playing music, reading or writing letters, or working in the kitchen. Vermeer was especially good at painting light coming into a room through windows. Partly for this reason, people often describe his work as being like a photography or a film. His paintings can seem very real. The painting Milkmaid is one of these photographic images. The woman, a maid or a servant, is pouring milk into a bowl. Perhaps she is making a bread and milk pudding because there are pieces of broken bread on the table. Nobody knows if the woman he painted was a real servant or a model. However, most people think Vermeer usually painted his wife, his daughter, and her servant, not models. A famous book and film called Girl with a Pearl Earring, inspired by one of his best-known paintings, is an imaginary story about Vermeer and his relationship with his young servant. People admired Vermeer's paintings a lot in his lifetime, but he was never rich. There are two reasons for this. Because he painted very slowly. Today there are only 34 paintings which we can be sure are by him. Second, because he used very expensive paints. The blue paint he used for the milkmaid's apron was made of lapis lazuli, which was a very expensive stone. People love this painting from the very beginning, and although it is very small, only 46 by 41 centimeters, 20 years after Vermeer died, somebody brought the painting for 175 guilders. That was an enormous amount of money for the time. Okay? I suppose you understood something, and you said that the topic of this text was farmers. Do you think that you were right? You were correct. You were.
No.
No, okay. Can you say what the topic of this text is?
Milkmaid.
Okay, sorry.
Um, unusually milkmaid, maybe.
Yes, the milkmaid. So it is the object. It is their object in Vermeer's painting. Okay. Now you will listen to this text one more time and try to answer the questions in exercise 4A. Okay, listen to it very attentively, and while listening, find the right answers to this text. Okay, do you understand?
Uh,
4A.
yes, I understand.
Okay. Johannes Vermeer was a 17th century painter from the city of Delft in Holland. He mainly painted people and things he saw around him. The rooms in his house, the people who lived or worked there, usually women, and the things he did every day. For example, in his work you will see women who are playing music, reading or writing letters, or working in the kitchen. Vermeer was especially good at painting light coming into a room through windows. Partly for this reason, people often describe his work as being like photography or film. His paintings can seem very real. The painting, The Milkmaid, is one of these photographic images. The woman, a maid or a servant, is pouring milk into a bowl. Perhaps she is making a bread and milk pudding because there are pieces of broken bread on the table. Nobody knows if the woman he painted was a real servant or a model. However, most people think Vermeer usually painted his wife, his daughter, and his servant, not models. A famous book and a film called Girl with a Pearl Earring, inspired by one of his best-known paintings, is an imaginary story about Vermeer and his relationship with his young servant. People admired Vermeer's painting a lot in his lifetime, but he was never rich. There are two reasons for this. First, because he painted very slowly. Today, there are only 34 paintings which we can be sure are by him. Second, because he used very expensive paints. The blue paint he used for the milkmaid's apron was made of lapis lazuli, which was a very expensive stone. People loved this painting from the very beginning, and although it is very small, only 46 by 41 centimeters, 20 years after Vermeer died, somebody bought the painting for 175 guilders. That was an enormous amount of money for the time. Okay. So are you ready to answer
Yes,
the okay. Number one. So what century did Vermeer live in?
70s.
The 17th century,
The
because
70s.
yes,
Century.
because it is an ordinal numeral. That's why we should use the ending th, like the 15th, the 17th, and so on. Okay, where was he from?
He was from Holland.
Okay, very good. Number three, what kind of things did he usually paint?
Uh, he usually paint everyday things.
Okay, usually paint. So where is the mistake?
Usually painted.
Yes, painted. It's a grammatical mistake. Yes, usually painted everyday things. Okay, number four. What is the milkmaid probably making?
Bread, maybe.
Yes. How can you say it with a full sentence? She's
Um, she's probably making
making
bread.
bread. Okay.
What is it? Probably.
Probably it means that we are not completely sure. Well, for example, she's probably making it. It means that we don't know exactly what she's making. Probably the same to the what maybe.
Okay.
Probably, maybe, possibly, possibly. Okay. Number five.
Um, how many of Vermeer's paintings exist today?
Exist today. Okay.
It's 34.
34 paintings. Okay. Number six.
Why was the painting expensive to make? I think it's number C because he rented an expensive studio.
Okay. And where did he rent this studio? In what city, maybe, and maybe in what place? Did he rent the studio in countryside?
I don't know.
Uh, okay, and do you think that maybe some of the paints were very expensive? Do you think that some of the paints can be very expensive?
Um, uh,
Maybe okay,
no,
do you think that okay, do you think that the paints were cheap?
no.
So where are the paints expensive or cheap? So did he use expensive paints or cheap paints? Did Vermeer?
Planes. Okay, I understand.
Hmm.
Um, yes, it's very expensive.
So they were very expensive. So the
Yes.
paints were very expensive. Okay. So look at sentences 1-6 and try to develop the idea. So you will listen one more time and you will need um, to develop your idea about these six expressions. For example, Delft. The first one has been done for you. It's a city in Holland. Vermeer was from there. Number two, light coming through the windows. You should talk about light. Number three, his wife, his daughter, and his servant. To what do they relate? Girl with a pearl earring. Number five, the milkmaid's apron. And number six, it's 175 Dutch guilders. Okay, do you understand?
No.
Uh, so you should make maybe some assumptions. You should make some right assumptions from these expressions. So you will need to make right sentences. You will need to make right sentences that are related to the text. For example, Delft. So Vermeer was born in Delft. Do you see the example? Delft. Delft is the name of the city in Holland.
Yes.
Okay, and light coming through the windows. You should make a sentence that can be right. That can be right. Maybe I can give you I can give you one hint. So light coming through the windows. Um, it is the object of. It is the topic of Vermeer's painting. The topic of Vermeer's painting. Number 3. His wife, his daughter, and his servant. So the people.
What is servant?
Servant. It's a woman. It's usually a woman that makes some housework in the houses of rich people.
Okay.
Servant. Like прислуга, слуга. Okay. So listen to the text one more time and try to figure out the facts. Listening. Johannes Vermeer was a 17th century painter from the city of Delft in Holland. He mainly painted people and things he saw around him, the rooms in his house, the people who lived or worked there, usually women, and the things he did every day. For example, in his work you will see women who are playing music, reading or writing letters, or working in the kitchen. Vermeer was especially good at painting light coming into a room through windows. Partly for this reason, people often describe his work as being like photography or a film. His paintings can seem very real. The painting Milkmaid is one of these photographic images. The woman, a maid or a servant, is pouring milk into a bowl. Perhaps she is making a bread and milk pudding because there are pieces of broken bread on the table. Nobody knows if the woman he painted was a real servant or a model. However, most people think Vermeer usually painted his wife, his daughter, and his servant, not models. A famous book and a film called Girl with a Pearl Earring, inspired by one of his best-known paintings, is an imaginary story about Vermeer and his relationship with his young servant. People admired Vermeer's painting a lot in his lifetime, but he was never rich. There are two reasons for this. First, because he painted very slowly. Today there are only 34 paintings which we can be sure are by him. Second, because he used very expensive paints. The wool paint he used for the milkmaid's apron was made of lapis lazuli, which was a very expensive stone. People love this painting from the very beginning, and although it is very small, only 46 by 41 centimeters, 20 years after Vermeer died, somebody brought the painting for 175 guilders. That was an enormous amount of money for the time. Okay, enormous is a synonym to the word huge. Huge. So enormous is very high. Okay. So number 2, light coming through windows. What is the fact? What fact can be applied? What sentence can be made with this expression? Light coming through the windows. Okay. Then can you make one guess?
Maybe it's a topic of paintings.
What painters? Who made paintings with light coming through the windows? Who made?
Vermeer.
Okay. Can you make a sentence? Light coming through the windows.
It's
Vermeer.
a, it's a topic.
No, not say. So just name the sentence. Vermeer did something with light coming through the windows. So what sentence can be made?
Vermeer made
Okay, made
paintings
paintings
with light coming through windows.
Okay, to be more exact, he was especially good at painting light coming through the windows. So he depicted light in his paintings. He depicted light. Okay, number 3. His wife, his daughter, and his servant.
Um, Wilmer painted his wife, his daughter, and his servant on his paintings.
Good. Not bad. So these people were the women in his paintings. Okay, number 4. Girl with a pearl earring.
I don't know.
So it is the name of. Is it the name of the? Is it the name of Vermeer's work? A girl with a pearl earring.
Maybe yes.
Okay, not. It's 100. It's 100% sure. And what does this work show? What does this work show? What is the topic of this work? What does this work show? What can you? What can we see?
We
What
can
can?
see a girl with a pearl earring.
Okay, and uh, does it mean something else? Is it just a picture? Maybe it has some it has some meaning to Vermeer. Why did he? Okay, why did he paint this work? Why did he decide? Why did he decide to elaborate this work and name a girl with a pearl earring? Okay, did you remember?
No.
Okay, I will tell you. Actually, this work depicted the relationship with a young servant, a girl with a pearl earring. So it is a girl with a pearl earring is the name of the painting where Vermeer described his relationship with the young servant. We can so the text showed us that he painted mainly women. Mainly women. His paintings. He didn't paint men. He painted mainly women. So and the girl maybe it was a servant, the young servant. Okay, number 5. The milkmaid's apron.
The milkmaids. Okay.
Okay, it is I will give you a hint. So it is the material that he used in his work. So it is the name. Yes, it is the name of the painted, but apron. So think about the material. So think about the color. Think about the color which was used to paint the milkmaid's apron.
What is it, the apron?
So apron, maybe you can see on the picture number, on picture on page number 10. It's the item of clothing that we usually put on the belt. For example, when we, maybe you, maybe you, I suppose you had the lessons of handicraft, and all the pupils usually wear the apron uh, while they make some while they work with different objects, or while they carry the litter to the ground. So apron. So apron, it's fartuch. Partuk maybe. April. Okay, do you have any guesses? Do you have any ideas?
No.
So the milkmaid's apron, the right idea was that this painting was made from the material that was very expensive. So it was made from lapis lazuli. The lapis lazuli, okay? And 175 Dutch guilders. It's the name of currency. It's maybe something connected with money. Maybe it's not so difficult. $175 Dutch guilders.
I don't remember in text.
So it's about the payment. Maybe you will try to. So it's about the payment. So guilders is the name of currency, like rubles, dollars, euro, Dutch guilders. So it is the national currency of Holland. It was a national currency. So and 175 Dutch guilders. It's their payment. And you should think about what was the payment for.
What is it payment?
Well, so what payment?
Yes.
Do you know the word pay?
Yes.
So pay, it means to give money. To give money in order to receive some goods or service. To give money. And payment is a noun. So pay is a verb and payment is a noun. Payment. And you should guess what was the object of payment.
Maybe it's a payment of painting.
Yes, for painting and for and to whom did this painting belong?
It's a payment of Vermeer's
Yeah.
painting.
Yes. It is to be more exact. Someone paid 175 Dutch guilders for the painting that Vermeer made, and it happened 20 years later after his death. So Vermeer died, and only 20 years later, someone paid 175 Dutch guilders, and maybe it's, well, I don't know maybe the exact rate. How many dollars did this sum of money include? But it was an enormous sum of money. Okay, did you like the text? Did you enjoy the text? Was the text interesting for you? Yaroslav, was the text interesting? Okay, would you like to become a painter? Would you like to become a painter?
No.
Why? Oh, why are you so categoric? Maybe you will enjoy you will enjoy painting and you will earn a huge sum of money. Do you think that it is difficult?
Yes.
Yes, it's difficult. Okay. Now we can move a little bit. We can make some exercises that were included before this listening. So let's do exercise to exercise 1.24. So this task implies listening, but you can see the words and you can see underlined letters. And your task is to say which sounds can be found only in a stressed position. Which sounds can be only unstressed? Computer and bird. Do you see?
Yes.
Okay. Read please the words and try to guess.
Trousers, trainers, sweater, cardigan, bracelet, necklace.
Bracelet, okay? Necklace. And the words with sound er.
Shirt, skirt, t-shirt.
Shirt, skirt, t-shirt. Okay, which sound can be found only in unstressed syllables? Which sound can be found only in unstressed syllables?
I don't understand the question.
Okay, do you know the word syllable? For example, the word shirt has one syllable. The word
Yes,
clever,
yes.
clever has two syllables. So syllables can be unstressed and stressed. So stressed syllables are indicated by a curved line, by a curved line, by a line, by a
Oh,
line,
okay,
by a line, by a
yes.
line, and unstressed syllables are not indicated at all. So you put a vertical line. You put a vertical line when you stress a syllable.
And can you repeat question?
Okay, do you see which sound is only in a stressed syllables? Which sound can be found only in a stressed syllables? For example, the word clever. Clever. The first syllable is stressed, and the second syllable is unstressed. Clever. We don't say clever. We say clever. Do you see the difference? Clever, clever. The first syllable is stressed.
Yes, yes.
We don't say clever. Okay? So, or You should name only the sound. Which sound? Or
Oh,
And in this letter, in this exercise,
yes, yes.
the sound is depicted with the letters er. Trousers, trainers, sweater. So denote an stress syllable. And cardigan, bracelet, necklace. This sound is also depicted by the letters a, and e. Bracelet. So now let's pass on to point B. Underlined the stressed syllable in the multisyllable words below. Which sound from A do the pink letters have? A or two? So painter, number one. Picture. Try to guess.
Can you repeat?
Okay, do you see the words? Picture, occasion, her, prefer, work. Your task is to the line that stress syllable, painter. The stress syllable. You should find the stress syllable. So what words have stress syllables? What words have syllables that are stressed? Also, in what picture? On what syllable do we put stress? Picture. So how many syllables does the word picture have?
Picture.
Picture.
How many
Syllables.
syllables have, or for what syllable? Um,
Okay, picture. Picture. So how many vowels? Picture.
two.
Two. So which syllable is stressed? The first one or the second one?
First.
The first, yes. Picture the first syllable. Okay, read please the third word. And say what. Okay, occasion. Do you see? Occasion.
Yes, yes, I see.
Okay, occasion. Which syllable is stressed?
Second.
Yes, very good. The next word.
Work.
The next word. Her prefer work
Okay. Her. It's first.
first. Actually, it's one syllable word. Her. Okay.
But I think we have already done this task in
Maybe.
first lesson.
Okay. Maybe we can meet. If you're not so interested, maybe we can do exercise 2D. Ask and answer the questions with a partner. So you don't have a partner, you are only alone. That's why um, you you will make your own speech. So what clothes do you usually wear? So Yaroslav, when do you go to school? You go to school? What do you usually put on? What do you usually wear?
Um, I usually go to school um, at 8 o'clock.
Okay, do you understand the question? What do you usually wear when you go to school?
Uh,
What do you usually put on? What clothes?
okay, I usually wear when I go to school
Okay, I usually wear what? What?
uniform.
School uniform. So is it a co? Is it a suit with trousers? So usually wear a suit with trousers. Okay. What do you usually go? What do you usually wear when you go out at night? Or what do you usually wear when you simply go out? When you go to shop? When you go to the cafe or another building?
At night, yes.
So
At night,
not maybe at night, maybe in the afternoon. What do you usually wear?
okay, I wear shorts and
Well,
a t-shirt.
shorts and t-shirt. Okay. You want to relax at the weekend. What will you wear? What do you usually wear when you want to relax?
I wear shorts, t-shirts, and trainers.
Mhm. You want to go to to your friend. You want to go to the guest. You want to visit your friends. You are a guest. What do you usually wear for a special occasion? Maybe when do you usually wear for a special ceremony?
I wear trainers, trousers, and t-shirt.
Okay, very good. Mm-hmm. Uh, so now we can switch to some exercises in your workbook. In your workbook. Okay. Hmm. Maybe it will be only one exercise. Ah. Uh-huh. Complete the text with the past simple form of the verbs from the list. Okay, let's do exercise 1.c on page 12. So the holiday that wasn't. So the holiday that wasn't successful. So you can see the verbs: arrive, ask, book, cannot, decide, go, look, take, want.
One
All
C, yes.
yes, 1C. So decide has been already inserted, has been already filled in. And you are to fill in the gaps with words that are in the box. 4 years ago, we decided to go away for the weekend.
Okay, um, we go.
Okay, first, okay, all the verbs should be in the past simple.
Okay, we um, We went to go.
What want or what? You should add the ending. The ending.
We want
Wanted, yes. Go to the.
to go to Portugal. So we took a
Mhm,
beautiful apartment online.
mhm.
A week later, we um,
Yeah, so maybe we book, or maybe we booked, like to reserve, like we ordered. A week later, we booked a beautiful apartment online.
we booked a beautiful apartment online. A
Yes.
week later, we took a taxi to the airport. We mm, we arrived at the airport at 2 o'clock, and we went to check in.
Went to check in. Okay.
The woman at the desk asked
Us.
us asked, asked us for our passports. We looked in our bags and in our coat pockets, but we cannot
Uh,
couldn't.
couldn't find them.
But we couldn't find them. So we um, um,
So the verb go can be used twice. The verb go can be used twice.
yes. So we went home again. It was a
Miserable.
miserable weekend.
Okay, so was the holiday successful?
No.
So no, it wasn't. Okay. So now I offer you to do one task connected with some prepositions. So do you see a picture of a man in the kitchen?
Yes.
This okay, and you will do the task in section vocabulary. It's on page 11. You are to fill in the gaps with missing prepositions. So all the sentences are connected with the picture. Now look at the photo again. Complete the sentences with a word or phrase from the list. So the first one,
What task?
5A. So the first one, the young man is in the kitchen, has been already done for you, and you should think about other sentences.
Okay. Um, uh, there is a table near him.
There is a table. Okay, it can be used near, but
Yes.
maybe,
In
but
in front of.
in front of, yes, in front of. It means that the table is closer to us, to our
Yes.
view. Then, number 3. Oh, number 2. There is a table in front of him. Number 3.
Yes, on the table there are some eggs, some bread, and some strawberries. The bread is on the bread is on the table. It's
Okay, the bread is so okay if on the table, but maybe another preposition can be used. Do you see
it's on
in the middle? In the middle, so it occupies in the center of the table.
um, the bread is in the middle of the table. It's um, It's between
yes.
and the strawberries. No. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
strawberries.
Um,
There is a board.
there is a board. Um, under the table. No, under the bread.
Under the bread, okay.
Um, mm,
So there is an old washing machine. Is it in front or is it in front of the man or behind?
behind maybe.
That behind the man. Behind the man, there is an old washing machine.
There's a window on the left of the photo.
On the left of the photo, okay. Number 8.
In the corner of the room, there's a sink and some clearing products.
Mm-hmm.
There is a flower on the wall.
Yes, on the wall. It's green and red, okay.
The flower on the wall next to the sink.
Made this above the scene. Yes, above. It means that so when some object is above the other object, it means that it doesn't it is not situated directly on him. It means that this object doesn't touch the surface. Doesn't touch the surface. Okay. Do you see that a flower doesn't touch the sink? It doesn't touch the sink, the flower. So the flower is on the wall, but it doesn't touch the surface of the scene. That's why it's above the scene. Doesn't touch. Okay. And number 10.
The sink is near, no, next to the window.
Yes, the sink is next to the window. Okay, and probably their last task for today. So try. It will be a creative one. So Yaroslav, look at your room and describe the locations of objects in your room using this exercise as a hint. You're using the prepositions, maybe using some prepositions in this sentence as a hint. Okay, describe your room using the prepositions maybe between, behind, in front of, in the corner, in the middle, next to, and try to describe your room.
I don't know how to start.
Okay, maybe you may begin with the expression there is, there are, or you may just talk about yourself. For example, I'm in the middle of the living room, or I'm in the middle of I'm in the living room.
Okay, I'm in the middle of my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
In front of me, there is a desk on a computer on the desk.
Okay, very good.
Near to the desk, there are
Oh, near to the desk or next to the desk. When we use to, it's better to use next to the desk. Next to the desk.
next to the desk, there are two wardrobes.
Mhm.
No, the desk is
The
between two wardrobes.
Mhm.
In opposite of desk, there is a bed. Next to the bed, um, there is a how to say тумбочка.
We can say just a chest of drawers. Ну, это как бы с шуфлятками, да, если if there are with the drawers. So you can open the drawer and you can pull the drawer and push the drawer. То есть можно там шуфлятку потянуть и подтолкнуть. Okay. Opposite. Yes, it's a drawer. Maybe you can use a chest of drawers. Is it there? A chest of drawers.
Okay. Um, uh,
What else?
in left of the room, there is a window with curtains.
Hmm?
And that's all.
Okay. So you made some mistakes. So next to, not near to. Opposite the object, opposite the mirror, opposite the wardrobe, you should say. And when we try to compare the objects on the left and on the right, we use the preposition on the left, not in the left. For example, on the left of on the left from my table, there is a bed. There is a bunk bed, for example. For example, on the right from my table, there is um, a sofa. Okay. So it's 10:52. Maybe we can begin the lesson a little bit earlier. So now I want you to make feedback from our lesson. So do you think the lesson was interesting?
Yes.
Okay, did you learn something new today? Did you learn anything new?
Yes, but I don't remember what is it.
Okay, maybe you don't remember, but maybe some words connected with some facts about maybe Vermeer, about the object of his painting, their paintings.
I
So
learn what
okay,
it's about.
okay, what?
I learn what is it about.
Yeah, so above. So above, it's something that doesn't touch the surface. Okay, of course, it can be similar to the verb earn, but it has a slightly different meaning. Okay, now I will explain you your homework. So your homework will be in your workbook. So first of all, I will announce your homework orally, and then I will write you in the chat. Okay. Exercise. The first exercise. Okay, the first exercise will be connected with pronunciation. So circle the verb which has a different ed sound. It's exercise 2, page exercise 2A, page 12. Page 12. I will write this exercise in the chat. Exercise 2, page 12. Okay, and two more exercises. Exercise 2A, page 12. It's not very easy. Weather was warm and other tasks connected with weather. Maybe you can do it, but I'm not quite sure that you will cope. The verb from the list, the correct past continuous forms. Okay. So exercise, maybe one task will be connected with grammar. Grammar past continuous. Yes, we I explained this topic to you during our lessons, during our group lessons in Skyen. Maybe you can do this task after my explanation. So exercise 2A, page 14. Exercise 2A, page 14. Page 14. Okay, and another exercise. All right, the sentences with when. Use the past simple and past continuous. The first sentence, Tommy fell off his bike, cycle home. Tommy fell off his bike when he was cycling home. So pay attention that some verbs can be in the past simple and some verbs can be in the past continuous. Okay, tell the truth. In every sentence, there is one verb with past simple and with the past continuous. Do you understand? Exercise 2B, page 14.
Maybe.
So the example is given to you. Tommy fell off his bike when he was cycling home. So in every sentence, there is a verb with the past simple and the verb with the past continuous. And every sentence has their conjunction when.
Okay.
So one action was happening while the other action interrupted the previous action. Interrupted the action of what's happening. Okay, exercise 2B, page 14. So do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, maybe we can finish our lesson. Goodbye. I wish you success and good marks at school. Bye.
Bye.